Welcome to Friendly Math 101. Today's lesson is over similar polygons. Let's start by talking about what similar polygons are. So here we have two quadrilaterals. I am saying that ABCD is similar to WXYZ. That's what this symbol in the middle means, similar. So when we're talking about similar polygons, corresponding angles between the polygons are always congruent, which means angle A is congruent to the corresponding angle, which would be W. Those will be equal. Angle B will be congruent to X. C will be congruent to Y. And D will be congruent to Z. When we're talking about sides, ratios of lengths of corresponding sides are congruent, which means the ratio of AB to WX, those are the corresponding lengths, is equal to the ratio of BC to XY, which is equal to the ratio of CD to YZ, which is equal to the ratio of DA to ZW. So as an example, if I say AB is 6, BC is 4, CD is 8, and AD is 10, and then I say WX is 3, so if I look at that ratio, AB to WX, if AB is 6, WX is 3, then we have a scale factor of 2, which means when I go from one of these sides to the other one, I multiply by 2. 3 to 6 is multiplying by 2. So if I want to go from something to 4, and I multiply that something by 2, that number would have to be 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Same thing with here. To a number that I multiply by 2 to get 8 would be 4. A number I multiply by 2 to get 10 would be 5. And we can go ahead and look at all the ratios. BC is 4. XY is 2. Again, we have that number 2. And I could do that with every side. It would be the same thing. This number is called the scale factor. So the actual ratio is called the scale factor. So here we have a scale factor of 2. So when we're going from the smaller quadrilateral to the bigger one, we're multiplying each side by 2 to get the other side. So let's start with an example. Here we have two triangles, and it states ABC is similar to XYZ. ABC is similar to XYZ. So the first thing we want to remember is angles are always equal. So if this angle A is 90 degrees, so is angle X. If angle Z is 23 degrees, so is angle C. Now we want to find this angle H here. Well, I know 2 out of the 3 angles, so that's going to be the easiest thing for me to find. So I'm going to have 90 degrees, that's my angle X, plus 23 degrees, that's Z, plus this number H that I don't know yet, equals 180. Solve, so we'll combine like terms here. That's 113 plus H equals 180. Subtract 113 from both sides, and we get H is equal to 67. So see here, 67 degrees. That is what H equals. Okay, now moving on, A wants me to find the scale factor. So what I really want to do is look for two corresponding sides that give me an actual number. So here I have AB and XY. I actually have the numbers there. So that is going to be what I use to find my scale factor. The scale factor is just the ratio between those two numbers. So my ratio here is going to be 10 over 7. 10 over 7 is my ratio. Okay, so that will be my scale factor, 10 over 7. It doesn't reduce. Now I want to find t right here. So I know AC, I want to find t. Well, I need to figure out t by multiplying AC by the scale factor, 10 over 7. So 21 times 10 over 7 is going to equal my t. If you want to use your calculator for this, you'll get t is equal to 30. So t is 30. And so that gives me all my answers there. So again, whenever you want to get from the smaller to the bigger, we multiply by the scale factor. So I multiply 21 times 10 over 7 to get my t. Here's our last example. We have two quadrilaterals. A, B, C, D is similar to W, X, Y, Z. Okay, so I want to find my scale factor here again first. So I'm going to pick two sides that give me numbers for both corresponding sides. So I have AB and WX. That gives me my scale factor. That's going to be 3 over 2. 3 over 2 is my scale factor there. So to get from this to this, I multiply by 3 over 2. So let's find t. T is here. So t times 3 over 2 is going to get me my corresponding side of 15. So I need to figure out what times 3 over 2 is equal to 15. Now I just want to undo what's happening over here. So I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal, which is going to 1 these out. So multiply by 2/3 here, and I get t equals 10. So t is 10. Then I want to find h here. So I have my corresponding side of 4. So it's going to be 4 times the scale factor, 3 over 2. And just work that out, we get 6. So h is equal to 6. Thank you for watching, and for more math tutorials, please subscribe to our channel, Friendly Math 101.